Before you try to be a hero to anyone else, you do something foolish like sacrifice who you are or what you know you're supposed to do to prove who you are, or to prove any kind of point, hoping to get someone to get in line or side with who that is. Before you decide to be anyone's help, save you. Do what you're always about to do for them. Do it for the you that needs it first. It's absolutely asinine and utterly ridiculous that you are willing to wait for there to be a right time to not be treated the wrong way anymore. And people will take advantage and try to control, manipulate, and gaslight you because of your goodness. And you're still going to give them the benefit of the doubt when you need it worse. You out here searching for the same understanding, compassion, and forgiveness that you're so comfortable giving to people. People that will put you everywhere but in any position or place of safety, security, and significance. You're treating yourself less than you deserve to be treated for the sake of being who someone else needs, while lowering your expectations, standards, and boundaries in an attempt to be treated better in a decent manner or fairly, but this isn't it. You never get the same respect, regard, recognition, and reciprocity, but you keep repeating the same cycles like it's your responsibility to be reduced. It's already been revealed. It's getting quite redundant, and there's no reason for you to be on the receiving end of it anymore, but it remains because you won't release it and get rid of those responsible for it. They need to be removed. Or at least be reminded that you're just as important, that you matter, that you are not giddy about being taken for granted, because they only go where and how they want to go, but they won't go for you. And you don't want this to go that way no more. You want to get just as much as you give, or at least be considered and compensated with grace and gratitude for going the extra miles that you go. So get you and your together, because they are going to get theirs. For sure. You're losing your mind, your money, and your momentum trying to win over people that wouldn't move a molecule, let alone a mountain, to make your way easier. And you're doing miracles, magic, and way too much to make them matter. You better start using and utilizing the power that you have to put you in a better position. The right thing to do is to make sure that you're okay first. If you have enough left, then you make sure that they're okay after. After you take care of your business, your body, your budget, after you build up your self-esteem, break your strongholds, and begin to be who you need to. You think that they need this and that they need that, and you've been tricked into thinking that you are the only one that has the everything that they need. But the person in the mirror, that's who needs you. That's who is going to respect it. That is who is going to receive it, recognize it, and be the reward that you're looking for. You won't regret doing it for them. And you'll reap in the form of resources that you can then have to release to everybody else. The chance of a better you is more likely when you know what it's like to better you. So you better do whatever that takes instead of missing out on making that happen by looking for everybody's help. Make sure that you are not giving your all and everything to convince anyone that you can be all and everything, and all they want is everything, but not to see you with the same. A lot of times, they give you a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of attention, a lot of reasons for you to keep taking on so much from them. But they're really just taking what they need to get from you. Taking your positivity, your possessions, your perspective, your power, your position, with your permission, only to leave you with pain. The pain of rejection, of regret, of having to recall that you just wanted to do what was right, but you repeatedly found yourself at the mercy of who was unreasonable, unreliable, and all too frequently without remorse. But when you refuse to rely on yourself for being treated the right way, the result or reality is unlikely to be anything real in any relationship, especially ones that we force. And that goes for love, for family, for friendships, for a parent or a child in the community, or however you are connected. That's the way it goes. And it don't or won't get any better until you decide that it should go differently. When you stop begging for them to believe or become who you want by saying, I don't want to do that dance with you anymore. And you can't do that same dance with a different me. That's when it changes. When you move different, when you do what's best for you for the sake of yourself, not being selfish, but being self first for the purposes of seeing to it that you're okay. It's not even about them. It's about the realization that you have to get this done because it needs to be done. Your survival and your success depends on it. No one else is going to do it. But you're worth that effort. You are worth that energy, that emotion, that education, all of the extra and evidence that you're spending and expending to get them together, that you've been giving to get them to expect and experience the best life for themselves. But you're going to have to save you.